Hey guys, welcome back to Games Mods. I am proud to say that I bought two of these guys when I got back from Arizona. It is the first thing that I did. Well, technically the first thing that I did was I sold 4 Transformers for some money, and then I went out and got 2 of these guys. The way that I had to do it, I know some of you don't know how to get one of these. If say you call a Target or you go into a Target and they don't have them on the shelf, most likely they won't be on the shelf. What you're going to want to do is tell them to look up the DCPI code number for the blaster. I'm going to tell you what it is because it's the easiest thing to do. Number one, they can look it up, and if they don't have it, they can also look up other stores in the area to see if they have them. And then if they don't have it and another store does, you can call that store and say, reserve 2 for me at the front desk. I'll be there ASAP, and you can go grab them. So the DCPI code that you're looking for is 087115734. I'll put that up here so you guys can take a picture or whatever. But go to your local Target, ask them if they have that item with the code, and if they do, they'll pull it out of the back because most likely that's where it'll be. If it's not, they will look it up in their computer and find a store hopefully close by so you can pick up one yourself. Other than that, let's get into the review. Now, like I said, I did pick up 2. This is one. The other one, after I bought these, I actually went over to a friend's house. You may know him as X-Shot on Etsy. And we had a nice chat about his new coat hanger blaster, of course, and his giant sniper that is now being converted into, instead of shooting mega, it will soon be able to shoot short darts. Also, something else that's coming out, but I can't quite talk about it yet, but I am actually going to be the first person to review it on this channel and on all the channels. So I am very excited for that. Can't wait for that from him. But I took the other one and I gave it to Goop and said, here, mess around with it. It's yours. You can pay me later. So yeah, so I got one here. He has one, and we're gonna mess around with it. And as you can see, we have the blaster here. Has a full-length mag already installed. Has 2 things of darts. We have, I think, what is this? 20 short darts and 20 long darts. I'll chronograph the long darts, but I'm not gonna be, using them because this is a bullpup made for short dart blaster. And then on the back, it shows you a little bit of what comes with, of course. The short dart mag, the mag adapter. It does have slam fire, which is very nice. The stock extends a little bit. It has rear and front sights. The mag release is very interesting. It's on the side right here next to the trigger, so it's very handy. And I believe this is Picatinny rail up here. So without further ado, let's open this guy up. Alright guys, so in the package you get the blaster itself, the full-length mag, some instructions, which you should probably already know how to operate this thing. Just talks about loading mag, priming it, firing it, where the safety is, which we'll go over, scar stuff. There's a button. Oh, for your depriming. Okay. So there's that if you need to read it. So I did notice when I took this out of the package, a common thing that is happening to these blasters, even when you just take them out of the package, they have crackage in the tubes. If you get a crack in your tube, don't use it. Take it back. This one will be going back tomorrow morning. So I can get one without a crack in it, because I don't know if you can see it. I'll try to show you. right there. There's a crack. It's a very fine one, but it's there. There's one on that side, and then there's a really big one here. So that's not good. You know, over time that will break, and then your blaster will not work. So yeah. So these darts that it came with 20 of the short and 20 of the long. I will test fire this for the video, but I won't be using the darts that came with. I'm debating if I should even fire it at all because that scares me. Why not? But we're not going to be using the darts that came with. I'll use maybe I'll use these ones. These what are these the Dart Zone Pro kind of long darts. I'll use a couple of those for the full length, and then for the short darts I'll use the Worker bamboo darts, the red ones. So yeah, but other than that, let's go over the blaster here. You do have two sights that go on and off really easily. They almost, yeah, not bad. You have a scar here which actually does come out, and you can put a Worker scar or anything you want into there. It is a metal system in there, so that's very nice. You can rebarrel it if you really want to, which I may when I get my other one. Underneath this priming handle is Picatinny rails. You can put any kind of grip on there, any kind of foregrip that you want on there. As you know, it's fully decked out in this skins line paint job, which is very cool. I really like that. Now, say you want to take this out. So you just press that, you pull that out, and you put the short dart one in. Just like that. And say, instead of pulling this whole thing out, say you want to just take this guy out. To do that, and I think this is ambidextrous, yes, one on this side, this little hook thing here, as well as on this side. And it's very convenient. You just need to push this forward, and that comes out. So it's very handy. Being right near the trigger there. You do have a safety right here. Mine is off. That's on. That's off. So very close to everything where your hand is going to be. So that's very, very good of them to put there. The stock does adjust a little bit. You just press this up, and then you extend it. It just has that one setting, so it's not much. Is it one or two? Let me see. Yeah, it's just two. So it's a little bit, it's not much, but holding this blaster, even with the extension, it still feels pretty good. I will not dry fire this. But I'm going to keep the stock out like that. And yeah, it's a very nice blaster, especially for $30. Minus the cracking issue, which will be redeemed tomorrow. But other than that, we will go ahead and test fire. I'll do a couple of tests with the scar that it came with, and then I'll do one with a Worker scar to see if it's any better. But yeah, let's go ahead and take this to the door. All right, guys, here we are at the range with the X-Shot Longshot. I'm going to try it with these. I think these are Adventure Force regular darts first. We'll see what kind of numbers we get. So there's 10 in there. I'm going to shoot 5 with this scar that it came with, and then I'll switch it to the Worker one and see if that does anything different. So without further ado, let's go ahead and prime it and fire. Error. Awesome. 135, 131, 141, 133. So, maybe 135 average or something. Let me switch the scars out, and we'll go from there. All right, we got the short scar on there. Let's go ahead and try the last 5. Error. 126, 96, 133, error, and we're out. Okay. So, maybe a little bit lower with that scar, but again, those are long darts, so inconsistent. Let me go ahead and load up the short darts with the worker bamboos, and we'll fire those. Alright, so I put the scar that came with back on, and I put 10 of the bamboo worker darts in there. Now, if you notice something's off, they're not straight in there, and I don't know why. So we're gonna have to mess with magazines in a minute, but let me go ahead and see if these fire out of here. So I'm gonna I'm gonna fire 5 out of here with the scar that came with, and then we'll switch over again like before and to the worker one. 133, 137, error, 136, 137. More consistent, so that's a positive. Let me switch out these scars real quick. Just like so. Short scars on there, and let's go with the others. There we go. 137, 135, 138, error, and we're out. So, yeah. Pretty much the same with long and short darts. Oddly enough, I thought shorter would be harder, but whatever. But I hear you can mod this thing. You can switch out the spring, which we will be doing in a later video. And probably some other things to this. But I want to see what other magazines this can also take. Just to make sure that all of the ones that we usually use can fit into this. Even though it says it does, still want to test it. So give me 1 second. Alright guys, here we are back at the bench with a few of the magazines that we use. So I want to see what would work, what wouldn't. So I'm going to take the mag that came with it out. Oh, other side. There we go. So that's the one that came with it. So the first one is the 10 round worker straight mag. No problem there. This is a Dart Zone 12. Huh. That works. Okay. 15 round straight mag worker. Works fine. This one that came with the unicorn. Works fine. 18 curved from worker. Works great. The giant Tachi, which is going to look ridiculous. That works fine. And yeah, that looks ridiculous. And then the Coda. Let's see. It's having a little bit of issue. It almost feels like it's having the same issue as the unicorn did with the Coda. So I don't know. Because it does stay in there, but it's too easy to pull out, so that worries me. The other question is, the one that came with, is it a proprietary mag? Or, can it go in this, or can it go in other stuff? So I'm going to try 2 blasters that take all of these. Yeah, I think all of them. So I'm going to bring up the unicorn like we just talked about, which takes this guy right here. No, does not take it. Interesting. And I know something with this one. When loading it, if you look at, let's say a worker 15, because that's the most common. The lips are very different on this. These are very sharp, and it's a different geometry. So That's probably why this is proprietary, which is very interesting to see from X-Shot. They didn't think about that. But let me try this in my links. Let me get this up here. Nope. So these lips are a little, I want to say wide, hard to tell, but yeah, it does not go in anything that takes everything else. So this is proprietary to this blaster, which is a little sad, but at least the blaster takes basically everything else except for the Kodas. So, you know, you can't want them all in some aspects. But overall, for 30 bucks, this thing is a steal. The two things that you do have to remember when you're looking at them, when you're buying them, make sure they have no cracks. Like this one's going back in the morning, ASAP. That's pretty much it. Other than that, it should be fine. Once I do get my other one, we will do a video on the internals and how to fix stuff. Because if you notice, this has a ratcheting system. I hate that noise. I hate ratchet systems. So first thing is we're going to take that out. We're going to put probably a bigger, a stronger spring in it. An aluminum barrel, which I probably have somewhere, and a better scar on the front. But other than that, that is the X-Shot Pro Longshot in all of its glory. I suggest you do as I told you. Go to your local Target, tell them the DCPI code, have them look it up. If the one that you're at doesn't have it, they can find the one that does, and you can go find one for yourself. But other than that, guys, please leave a like, subscribe, and I noticed that the poll that I put up, I think it was last night or the day before, I asked what you guys wanted to see for me to give away when we hit 1,500 subscribers. First was the one of these X-Shot Pro Longshot. Second option was the Rage Fire from X-Shot, which isn't even out yet, but would probably be out by the time I reach 1,500. Third option was the Unicorn, which we just saw. And then the fourth option was the modded Percy's. Even though it's a little bit older blaster, it's still Nerf's the best blaster to date. And 38% of you wanted one of these. 40% of you wanted the Unicorn. So I will be giving one of these away when we hit 1,500 because this guy won. And honestly, yeah, this does cost about 3 times as much as this, but this has metal internals. You know, it feels a lot sturdier. It won't break on you. And I did hear that upgrade pieces are coming for this, which I am planning to get. And I can't wait for that. So, yeah. So I'll be giving one of these away when we hit 1,500 subscribers. So if you haven't already subscribed, I suggest you do. Because that will be a fun giveaway. It will be random picking on a certain video. And yeah, it'll be fun. Other than that, guys, I'm Gims Mods. Please leave a like, share, follow, all the stuff that YouTube makes you do to follow me. Yeah, stay tuned because there's more coming. I ordered a Kieran, a Baze, a Griffin from Xbox Games from Joe. You know, I got some other non-professional blasters as well. But I try to cover everything. Really good ones, really bad ones, cheap ones, expensive ones, whatever you got. So yeah, big thanks to everybody that's subscribed already, and thank you to ones that are gonna subscribe. Other than that, guys, I'm Gims Mods, and I'll see you in the next video. All right.